Welcome back for another top-notch video. This week we're reviewing the week of May 14th through May 18th. If you guys have a TSP account or Roth IRA, anything to do with the markets, this channel is for you. So let's go right into it. This week we saw some interesting things in regards to the treasury yields. So I'll just bring that up real quick. This is an interesting thing here. This is from our friends from TSP Tips. They saw the Russell 200 hit an all-time high, so that was interesting. And that 10-year Treasury note did break above 3.1%. Did not spook the individual funds. So as always, we don't talk about the life cycle funds or the G fund. We'll move into the S&P 500 C fund or ETF IVV. With IVV, one of our first charts here. This chart shows a little bit different perspective. It shows a breakout here, which is always a positive sign. That's real positive. We'll see what happens with that. Looking at the charts, this is IVV here. As you can see, we are getting out of this negative energy here with our oscillator, and our PPO line has not crossed our moving average. That's the blue line waiting to cross the red line. Said the last 2 weeks we did see some good price action in regards to IVV. Moving on to the Dow Jones, the S fund or VXF ETF. With VXF, we did see some good things here. We're getting really close to that almost that high we had back in middle of March, and hopefully we can break that. And if we end up breaking this one back in January, it'll be on a run again. I really think so. So could be a big week for VXF or the S fund. Chart-wise, we had some very exciting things happen with VXF. We did have a PPO crossover from the moving average. That is some positive energy for the first week, and the line crossed. So that's a big deal. That's one of our big indicators we watch on this channel. We will probably every time that seems to cross, we see very positive price action. Here's the last cross here back in October of last year, 2017, and as you can see, we had some good price action, upward movement after we had that blue line above the red line for quite some time. So with that being said, we'll look at that in our allocation change. The last one I wanted to look at, or the last two, is the iFund or EFA ETF. With EFA, we did see that break all its it did end up breaking its this trough-like effect here, so that's good with this little candlestick here, but now it's down a little bit. We really would like to see this move back up to the 72 level this week. Looking at it from a chart perspective, we had EFA almost cross its PPO line. It is just right on that line. We'd like it a little bit better than the C fund or IVV, and we're hoping that we can see some positive things happen with this negative energy coming out. As you can see, it's starting to build positively again price-wise, so that's very good for us. And last of all, we'll take a look at bonds. That is the F fund or ETF AGG. AGG continues to be breaking down. We're sitting at the 105.30 line right now, and I just would not invest in this fund if I were an investor at this point. Not worth your time, not worth getting into. If you're in the life cycle funds, just know that they are invested in the F fund, and you'll be not making as much as you would be in equities. That being said, let's look at the charts. AGG continues to lose energy. Second week of negative energy here, not headed in the right direction, and price-wise, we continue to be in the red. So just keep that in mind, guys, moving forward with AGG. That is all of our indices for this week. We'll go into our allocation change. So we changed it up a little bit. We were 45 and like 10% or something like that. With VXF or the S fund crossing its PPO line, we haven't done any allocation changes for the month of May. So this will be our first one. We're going to change to a 70-20-10 strategy. Did have a good PPO crossing, so we're going to move majority of our funds there. We'll leave some of the funds here for the IVV and leave that 10% about the same with new allocations, June's allocations going into EFA. So that is our allocations here on the Top Notch channel. If you guys have questions, go ahead and write them in the comments below. Please like, share, or subscribe to our channel. We really appreciate your support. And that's another top-notch video. We'll see you guys next time.